بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hello my dear students, welcome to a new meeting. Today we are going to have unit 4 lesson 2. Let's start. Today we are going to talk about some inventions with some people such as an ice cream, the first camera obscura, surgical instruments are still being used were devised, the original solar cell وهكذا. نتكلم عن الايس كريم، اول كاميرا تم اختراعها، اجهزه ومعدات الجراحه الطبيه التي ما زالت تستخدم حتى الان، اول خليه بالطاقه الشمسيه and so on. You are going to read these sentences carefully and to match them with the owner or the inventor, such as number 2, the first camera was devised. مين اللي اخترع اول كاميرا في التاريخ؟ طبعا اللي هو ابن الهيثم. Okay? The answers as you are knowing now: 1 with D, 3 with E, 1 with D, 2 with G, 3 with E, 4 with A, 5 with I, 6 with H, 7 with J, 8 with C, 9 with F, and 10 with B. Now let's listen to some information and to match them with the
Page 58. 5. Listening. Listen to the ads and match. 1.
Sunray gives you the most wonderful suntan while protecting your skin all day long against the wind and harmful rays of the sun. Use Sunray for utmost care and protection. Recommended by dermatologists all over the world.
2.
When you're feeling tired, hot, and thirsty, there's nothing more invigorating than Sparkle. It's cooler than an ocean breeze, fresher than a mountain stream, and it has a delicious, refreshing taste. Try Sparkle now.
3.
Do you have a splitting headache? Are you suffering from a toothache? No Ache will take away your pain, and you will feel better immediately. Why don't you try No Ache and get rid of your aches and pains almost instantly?
4.
When the kids got home from their camping trip, their suitcases were full of dirty clothes that smelled bad. I just threw all the clothes into the washing machine, added a measure of spotless, and just look at them now. They're clean and spotless again. And they smell great too.
Got it? Now after listening, you are going to match every point with its completion. Okay? Make them and revise your answers with these answers. Number 1 with B, number 2 with D, number 3 with A, and number 4 with C. Okay? Now let's listen to something related to pronunciation. Today we are going to have consonant followed by vowel and consonant followed by consonant and how to link them. كما قلنا ربط الأصوات، هنا صوت ساكن يتبعه صوت متحرك، وماذا لو صوت متحرك ساكن يتبعه صوت ساكن أيضا. Let's start.
Page 58. 6. Pronunciation. Read the text about advertising. Find examples of consonant plus vowel and consonant plus consonant, and practice reading them aloud. Consonant plus vowel.
The best ice cream. The most expensive bag. It was introduced in 1957.
Consonant plus consonant.
The cleanest teeth. In contrast to the standard bike, a specially designed dolphin food.
يبقى إذا كان صوت ساكن بيتبعه متحرك فبنربط الاثنين مع بعض وبيسيروا بسلاسة. بيستايس زي هنا بيستايس. most expensive. لكن لما يكون صوت ساكن يتبعه نفس الصوت فبنحوله من صوت واحد. cleanest teeth and so on. Okay? What about you? Now you are going to Are you influenced by advertising? Think of a product that you bought because of an ad. هتفكر في منتج انت اشتريته خصيصا من اجل الاعلان او اعجبك الاعلان فادى الى شرائك لهذا المنتج and talk about it. Okay? Read these additional questions and answer them on your own. Now let's transfer into another point in our lesson today, which is a conversation between Adnan and Omar about their plans and what are going to do in the near future. Let's start.
Page 59. 8. Conversation.
Hi, Omar. What are you up to?
I'm turning off my alarm.
What on earth is that?
It's the new flying helicopter alarm. It runs on rechargeable batteries. It's the best alarm clock I've ever had.
How does it work?
You see, the top part, in other words, the flying part, is placed on a base. The alarm is set, and when it goes off, the top part flies off the base. It is made to fly in order to make you get up, catch it, and put it back on its base.
And why is it here?
Well, you know how it is when you have a lot to do at work and you also have to attend meetings. I don't have an assistant, so if I am working on an important project, I forget. The flying alarm can solve the problem. I set it in time for any meeting or conference that I have, and I don't have to worry. What do you think?
Your ending. What do you think Adnan answers? 1.
What a great idea for heavy sleepers.
2.
What a crazy idea. If you don't hear it, it goes on flying.
3.
What does the boss have to say about this?
4.
Your idea.
Your turn to describe a certain gadget or a certain device you admire and to talk about what gadget is called, اسم هذا المنتج أو الجهاز الذي أنت معجب به, what the gadget looks like, شكله, how the gadget works, كيف يعمل. Okay? مثل هذه الأشياء. Now let's transfer into another topic, which is reading while listening.
The world of plastic. Can you imagine a world without credit cards? Until the 1950s, a world without the use of cash was simply inconceivable. Today, an economic universe without plastic would be impractical. Whether it's for business or for leisure, the credit card is used to pay for goods and services from New York to Beijing. It all started in 1949 when Frank McNamara scheduled a business dinner in a New York restaurant. Before he left for the dinner, Frank changed suits. When the waiter presented the check, Frank realized that he had left his wallet in the other suit. The embarrassing situation was solved, but that night Frank asked himself, why should people be limited to spending what they are carrying in cash instead of being able to spend what they can afford? A year later, Frank returned to the same restaurant in New York. When the check came, Frank handed the waiter a small cardboard card, a Diners Club card, and signed for the meal. This event is known in the credit card industry as the First Supper. Soon the concept of charging it was picked up by merchants as an alternative form of payment to the use of cash. By 1952, the Diners Club card was accepted by thousands of businesses across the United States, and it became a status symbol for those who carried it. The Diners Club card soon became a cultural icon. Hollywood cashed in on the Charge It craze with the 1962 movie The Man from the Diners Club. In it, an employee at Diners Club issues a credit card to a well-known gangster and has to get it back in order to keep his job. The Ideal Toy Corporation joined in the trend when it created a board game called the Diners Club game. The idea of the credit card quickly expanded outside the United States. The Diners Club card became the first international charge card in 1952, with franchises in Canada, France, and Cuba. In 1955, Western Airlines became the first airline to accept the Diners Club card. 10 years later, the card was accepted by every airline in the United States. Diners Club expanded its services to hotels, car rentals, and other businesses. Other famous international credit cards have been created, such as American Express, Visa, and MasterCard. There are hundreds of local bank cards, department store credit cards, supermarket credit cards, and so forth around the world. In 1984, the first Card Members Reward Program was created, aimed mostly at business travelers. It gave valuable benefits and special privileges to loyal users. Now many reward programs offer free airline miles and discounts on hotels and other products. Ever since a businessman forgot his cash in 1949, people have used credit cards. An entirely new business was created that revolutionized the way the world has paid for goods and services ever since.
Got it? What is the topic about? About the invention of the credit cards and visas. So, the holding for a person of a huge amount of cash was not conceivable. لم يكن الأمر ملائما أن تحمل أموال نقدية طيلة الوقت. So, the first credit card was the Diners Club card. The Diners Club card, which was for certain people, okay, in the United States. Now you are going to complete this timeline, هذا الخط الزمني, which expresses اللي بيعبر عن الديفلوبمنت تطور هذه الكريدت كارد. Okay, the first date, which is 1949, Frank couldn't pay for dinner because he forgot his wallet. نسي محفظته فلم يستطيع الدفع مقابل الوجبة التي تناولها في المطعم. ودي كانت البداية. After that, what are the next dates? Now you are going to conclude and find out the dates. Okay? I am going to get you the answers sooner. Now choose the correct meaning of each word. Inconceivable. Inconceivable غير ملائم. Yeah. Sorry, inconceivable لا يمكن أن يتصوره عقل أو شيء خيالي. يبقى impossible to imagine. impractical شيء غير عملي، اللي هي غير عملي معناها غير ملائم في هذا التوقيت، قد يكون ملائم في وقت آخر. ليس معنى أن الأمر سيء، ولكن not suitable in this situation، ليس مناسب لهذا الإيه الموقف. not convenient. okay. limited شيء محدود، يعني kept within a boundary، موضوع وفق نطاق حدود معينة. state symbol دي تعبير بيدل على sign of high social standing. number 5 cash in معناها make money from، يكسب مال من جهة معينة. franchise طبعا franchise اللي هي كان يقصد بها هنا a branch of a company، فرع من فروع الشركة. revolutionize معناها يحدث تغيير عظيم. okay. now you are going to revise the answers. okay. number 1 with B, number 2 with A, number 3 with B, number 4 with C, number 5 with A, number 6 with C, and number 7 with A. Okay? Answer the questions about the reading. How long have credit card been available? Why was Frank McNamara embarrassed? لماذا أحرج? Where you are going to read the rest of the questions and to answer them on your own according to the topic through rereading it again and again, and to revise the answers with these answers. تراجع إجاباتك with these model answers. Number 1, since the 1950s. Number 2, he didn't have enough money to pay for business dinner. لم يكن معه مال كافي، أو لم يكن معه المال لأنه نسي محفظته ولذلك تعرض لموقف حرج. Okay? That's for now. Waiting for you the next lesson إن شاء الله. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
واعد لجيل صاعد.